Oh, hey, guess what? We're live from Port Huron, Michigan. It's Paul Murray and friends.
Studio B.
Yeah.
Good morning, AZ. First in line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's an old one. There, Evo 2 V2. Okay, that one there, but
Yeah, I was down by the river at 4:45 this morning.
445.
Yep.
Wow.
I did the Paul Tregurtha downbound.
Oh.
In fact, if you go to stream time, Paul, and you go back to 4:47, 4:48, you can see me sitting in front of my truck.
Well, should plug this in a charger, I guess. God damn, screen is so bright. What? Even my go to
Yeah, it went by in front of me at 4:50.
why my screen's so bright. Wow, this here is screwed up, but okay. Down just jumps a bit. Good viceless. Oh. Settings.
Yeah, there was no camera operator on it.
No. Guess I gotta have my drone connected. Yes, for that. Okay, playing boat. Serial number. Version 2.0. What is that? General certification mark. General. Software updates. That's fine. App. Already got the latest version. Okay. Android. Already got the latest version. Not version. UAV firmware. Checking for update. Already got the latest version. Huh. No.
Okay. Hey, Dominic, how you doing? Well, Rob, it says hello in the chat.
Oh, I gotta go bring up the chat. Sorry there, guys. Sleeping at the switch.
USA Joe, America, how you doing? JDS,
And I just gotta bring up the chat here.
and there's Justin.
What's up?
Hey,
Morning.
Justin. Hey. So who's first this morning? AZ, like always. I had JDS, the first Canadian to jump in there. All right.
Orimano was
Well,
second.
was it? Corey was first. Hoo-hoo. Okay. Lots of stuff going on. Chat. Hey, Mr. Rob Wells. Good morning. How you making out there? We haven't seen you on here for a while. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I want to go home here. That's it. Settings. Wi-Fi hydrants. Yep. Okay. I'm logged in. Oh, battery. 52%. Thanks for giving. Location. Place only.
Morning, everyone. I can't see who's on there, but I heard you name them off. Rob,
Justin, AD, Rush, Rob Walsh, Dominic is in there, AZ, JDS,
All the regulars.
Corey
good
Mano.
morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing well.
Hey, Paul, at 4:56 in the morning and on stream time, you can see me land my drone when it comes back.
What's that?
At 4:56 a.m. on stream time live, you can see
Yeah.
me landing my drone.
Oh, geez, eh? Aren't you supposed to be sleeping that time of day or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Well, it was pretty clear and it wasn't all that windy. It was a little bit windy, but not bad.
What'd you do? Take the
Because
Nano
I
out?
was going to fly the Nano, which is what I flew.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. What y'all up to today?
Justin, you sound pretty tired, buddy.
A little tired. It was a long week last week. I hate this time of year because these 2 months are just a lot of hours.
Did anybody see Rachel Doble's thing this morning?
No.
No video.
No.
No. Well, Ron DeSantis down in Florida, they're banned all DJI and Autel drones from any fire or government agencies or whatever. Effective immediately.
Telling you, it's not a smart business to be in right now, especially since there's no American companies really doing a whole lot.
Well, and the thing is, there was one guy there that was really upset because he says, Now you're jeopardizing the risk of all these different, law enforcement, government officials now because they're so used to DJI and Autel and, oh, he'd explain a whole bunch of stuff, but,
Yeah, police departments and fire departments and shit got along just fine before without drones.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal. It just makes their jobs a little easier in some cases, but I mean, it's not like they haven't.
The only thing that it is going to make a big difference is search and rescue efforts of lost children or suspects or whatever that are trying to escape. You can't catch them on foot. You can't find them on foot nine times out of 10. But with a drone, you can find them and catch them. And if it's a child or an injured person, you can help them.
Right, but I mean, like I said, it's not a smart business to be in right now because, fortunately, most of the drones that those departments can afford or use are all Chinese, and they're getting banned. They've already been banned in like 20 some states, and it's just going to filter out more and more. You know what Dobo would be smart to do? Maybe putting some money into R&D and coming up with his own drones. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he could.
Is that the Chinese have the market on manufacturing parts? Even if you were to assemble your own drone, you're still going to have Chinese components in there.
To a certain extent, yeah, but you can still get a lot of stuff made other places. Like I said, it's going to take the price way up. I don't know if Dobo can actually afford to do that.
Well, the average person couldn't afford to buy one either because, look at the price of drones, what they used to be. And now they're much more technological and the price is way down comparatively.
Like I said, if I was him, I would probably look into getting into a different business. Because it's not a good business to be in right now. Because like I said, it's just going to get worse. And eventually you're not going to be able, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that on a consumer level, they don't end up banning them at some point. Because some of these states might decide, you know what, I don't even want those drones sold in my state. And then as a consumer, you're not going to be able to get one unless you drive out of state and buy one. But a state could decide, you know what, we don't even want those in our state. It's illegal to own, possess, or even have them. Not necessarily a flying aspect, but to own the product.
Except it would take the FAA to approve such a ban.
No, because they would be banning you owning the product, not flying it, is what I'm saying. States could ban you from owning the product itself. Not necessarily you flying it.
Yeah, but there's a whole lot of legal questions there too. It's like, I don't care what DeSantis says about owning a drone in Florida. The FAA has made it very clear local governments and state governments do not trump the FAA's regulations.
Right, but
the FAA has a regulation that you can fly a drone. The state and local governments cannot stop you.
Yeah, but if an agency says we control how everybody writes with a pen, right? Okay, that's fine and dandy. But as a state, if I say, well, it's illegal to own pens, then what are you going to do? We're not saying you can't write with a pen. We're just saying you can't own the pen. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think that you could ever pass any regulation like that.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past some states to start doing that, though.
Well, we got a whole bunch of idiots in government anyway.
But I'm saying I've watched DeSantis, and if it's a legal way of doing it, he's going to do it. He doesn't really try to. He only really passes stuff that he knows is going to stick.
Well, the fact that DeSantis is talking that nonsense. If he thinks he's going to gain votes from that, he's going to lose votes, because that just puts him in the category of we're going to control everybody. And that's
Well,
not gonna,
you know-
that's not gonna fly with the conservatives.
Well, this is the whole point, though. Somebody else brought up this point before that, and I've noticed it as well. Is majority of the drone community seems to be conservative, correct? From what I can tell, a large majority of them are conservative. Almost everybody I've met in this drone community is not left by any means. So that takes me back to my point. Why is a bunch of conservative people supporting a Chinese company when they're constantly screaming anti-Chinese?
Well, in my mind, that just puts DeSantis right there going up the rung of the ladder of socialism. And if that's the way he wants to go, God, he's got a right to say it, but it's going to turn a lot of people off to DeSantis. So if he has any aspirations of running for any office higher than what he's got, give it up.
Right, but that goes back to my original point. Why are a bunch of conservatives supporting the Chinese company so heavily?
Why do you think
Because
that, what?
Because
Hey.
like I'm just saying, listen to half of these shows, right? Like they're like very pro-American. A lot of these drone shows are pro-American, pro-gun, pro-rights. But then all they talk about is how much they love their Chinese drones. But yet
Well,
anything else that has to do with China, they're all anti-Chinese.
It has to do with there's Chinese products in everything from refrigerators to stoves to cars. 60% of the stuff that's in a car today is not American. It's Chinese.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
That's my whole point.
So in other words, you think
wanna
everybody
push
ought to get
for-
a bicycle and start riding bikes and not washing clothes or doing anything.
I'm saying, do you want to push towards more of an anti-Chinese built products to more American or foreign ally?
Then don't buy a
friendly
car.
countries?
Don't buy an electric car. Don't buy anything that's new and electric because it's all got Chinese components. So you're supporting China.
That's what I'm saying. So that's
It's a bailiwick. We have allowed our American companies like GM and everybody to get in bed with the Chinese.
well, technically, most of the car industry is actually built in Canada or Mexico now.
Yeah, but the parts are not Mexican or they're not American and they're not Canadian. The parts are being shipped over from China, Japan, and all of those third world countries.
Oh, Japan's not a third world country.
No, but they could be.
No, but I would rather support a Japanese company over a Chinese company. Like, I don't mind supporting foreign ally countries, like if they're building things and products.
No.
I don't like the fact that we have to buy so much shit from China. Like, I understand that sometimes we just have to buy products that have Chinese shit in it. That's just unfortunately part of it. Shit, it's not the right one.
And
JD.
It's funny, my hotel, it says hotel 2, floor 2, like I have the Enterprise, but it says there's updates, but I go and check everything and all it says I'm already up to date. So. Well, I gotta throw all this stuff on the chargers and stuff. But
Yeah, I don't understand that neither, JD. Why can you have a model rocket that goes 2,000 feet in the air, but that's okay?
Or hey, freaking ultralights, they can fly around, no license, no nothing. Look outside them, how much they weigh.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me on some of that shit why some things are regulated and some aren't. Because there's fucking videos online of a dude that flies ultralights who like went through a McDonald's drive-through. He landed in their fucking parking lot and then walked through their drive-through and then took off from the McDonald's. Like, to me, that's a little bit much. Oh yeah, he got the Altel Evo 2 Enterprise. He got that a while back. It's been what, like 6 months, 8 months ago?
You're looking here, the firmware and stuff. Android 1.2, older, Evo 2 series.
Were you wearing your Duluth boxers, Ron?
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron's in there. Holy bat shit, it's cold in Duluth. What the hell are you doing in Duluth, Minnesota?
Yeah, JD, I agree with that. That doesn't seem weird.
What's he doing? Working a second? Is he working? That's where his second job is, Duluth?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
Dustin says, oh, snap, I didn't know you had an hotel, Paul. Yeah, I do. What, to stay warm or what? 44 today, 49 this afternoon, 43 and down to 35 overnight. But
77 right now.
You see over the weekend, like Friday, 42 to the high, Saturday 46, Sunday 52, and then on Monday, 58 degrees on Monday. I guess spring is here and summer's coming. Ron said,
No,
oh, they put a patient to their artificial heart. Oh.
Let me ask you something, Ron, about the artificial heart. Or is your entire natural heart taken out, or is it just a device that connects to your heart and helps it? Kind of curious about that.
Oh, there's my new map. Just came in for my run. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, around the block, just what I've been doing. Right down there, 12. Okay.
I'll show you the video I did at 4 o'clock this morning. Now, here's where it's not so good.
Yeah.
Because I'm 4 times zoom. It's a digital zoom on that camera. Then you'll see it zoom back to the 1 and then back to the original. That's 4x zoom. That's 3x, 2x.
An ever-ready battery.
Yeah. There it's back to regular. Still amazed that little dinky drone in that camera does that well at nighttime. That's all on auto setting.
And it looks unreal.
You notice there isn't anybody along the water either.
Once again,
There's my
excellent
car
choice
right
of
over there.
music.
That's Marysville there. It was clear.
Yeah, I gotta make a sign.
But that's quite a picture.
Okay. I thought I had one, but maybe I'll go in the shed and take a quick look. Did have one already ready to.
Closest one is oh, it's funny, JD.
Thought I had one. Okay, cool.
Dustin wants to know how long that ship is.
1,100 feet.
Told. Drone pilot Granny Flat.
Let me see if I can look up the exact length of it. It's the largest ship on the Great Lakes.
I guess I don't have one.
So I said, Dustin, you can make the ultimate houseboat out of one of those. You could have a whole yard up there on top, freaking a basketball court.
I'm sure I made one up. But a triplex. No, exceptional. Yeah, I gotta run outside.
I know, right, Dustin? You better not screw up because you ain't stopping that ship very quickly.
Length is 1,013.5 feet. It's 105 feet wide. $56 feet under the water.
That thing's probably long enough to get pinned between both shorelines, huh? They went sideways.
Oh yeah, if it went sideways, it'd be close. Because, the shore, slopes down to the center.
Do you remember when that one ship got stuck in the Suez Canal a couple years ago?
Yeah.
So that shit was shut down for like a week or two. Them trying to figure out how to unpin it.
Yeah. Dave, you look like you're getting tired, buddy.
Oh, no, I'm just listening.
Okay.
I trying to not forget that I have a nurse practitioner coming today.
Oh, okay.
Annual visit they make and do their it's insurance company, Medicare run, and they'll make their assessment. Doesn't affect me at all other than they send me a $70 gift card or usually a nice nurse comes over, a nurse practitioner, and
What do they give you a gift card for?
because I give them an hour of my time apparently or something like that. I think they're just trying to justify their existence.
I wonder if they're trying to sell you something. Or they're trying to sell your insurance company something. Like a machine or something. Because that sounds like shit that like the drug reps would do at Sarah's work. Because they'll bring them in all kinds of free shit like cups and like they'll bring them in like seafood from a restaurant, real nice restaurant. They'll cater because they're trying to
bring
sell
in
doctors.
they bring in stuff like that, just piddly things like that. But
Diddly diddly stuff.
yeah, just something, a tumbler or something, or with their name on it, that kind of thing, just advertising or marketing.
Oh yeah, Sarah used to get out. Well, not so much at this new job. They come in every once in a while and buy like lunch and breakfast and stuff. But at her old job, they used to bring in all kinds of crap. I don't know how many tumbler cups she got from them people.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's because they're trying to sell each doctor their medication, whatever they're trying to hawk on the doctors. So they come in and swoon the whole office, right? Like, oh. I wonder how much crap those drug reps get to take home.
So,
Everything that they have left over in their car.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because they don't track none of that crap. I'm sure the drug companies are like, here's 2 cases of tumblers, and they just hand them out to random people at the doctor's offices. So they could take a whole case of them home and nobody would know.
Hey, Dave, did you see what JD put in the chat?
No, I don't see that.
Oh, he says Ennis just bought land to build his own bunny ranch.
A bunny ranch.
4 inches.
Okay, I'm game. I mean, I did just finalize that transaction,
There you go.
and
It's
they took their.
it's gonna be called Uncle Dave's House of Pleasure.
I want to be security. JD can do the books.
Yeah.
He can cook the books for you.
Bring it.
JDS can be the on-site nurse.
Yeah.
I can be the on-site medic.
I think they're real up on checking those girls for STDs and things like that now. So we could use the nurse.
Well, yeah, they're probably just, somebody's gonna invent a total body condom.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, apparently those ones in Nevada are actually pretty sophisticated. Like they actually have like schedules for all that stuff and everything. I mean, I don't know if it's true, but apparently that they definitely run it more like a business than anything.
Oh, yeah, you'd have to.
Oh, it is. It's
It's as
Like
big,
kind
that,
of
it's a big as business as gambling.
that one guy that owned the bunny ranch, he was making, I think, $5 million a month in that place.
Yeah.
Something stupid.
all that seems to have left organized crime as legitimate business now.
Yeah.
Well, see, the only problem, like I've heard a lot of people say over the years, why don't they make prostitution, just let it be legal because it's their body, they can do whatever they want with it. The only problem is I see that doing is that kind of opens up the door for more human trafficking too.
Yeah.
Because then you got to know that whether the girls are there willingly or unwillingly. You could get a lot of shady businesses popping up like that.
Okay, let's make it. Oh. Okay, go, okay.
Oh my God, Dustin.
Okay.
He said someone's got to be the Q&A department to test the product. Or do I sign up?
Sponge bath specialist.
That's getting out of control, man.
Yeah, they're on a roll.
Yeah, they are.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're not all pulling their money together right now, coming up with a business plan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Dominic.
Here we go. I'll just get that background better.
Dominic, how are you?
Yeah, good evening all.
Good evening.
Well, it's probably
Good
good
evening.
morning for you guys, but it's good evening from me. Okay, that's better.
What we got?
Well, Dominic, you missed your big chance.
Oh, what have I missed?
Well, when you came in, you said good evening or good day or whatever, instead of the typical Australian, good day, mate.
Yeah, g'day, mate. Mate.
I actually hear Matt says mate a lot.
Mate. It's something that's pretty much ingrained into every Australian. Mate. But you've got to put about 5 A's in there and say mate.
Honestly, though, I don't really hear you say it much, Dominic.
Oh,
Matt says it quite a bit.
yeah. I think, yeah. I don't know if it's that much of a Victorian thing anyway. I don't hear it because I don't say it that often.
Well, I think it's because you hang around with more Americans and Canadians.
It seems that way. Recently, it seems that way, yeah. So what else is going to be on the agenda tonight or morning?
You're talking about for who?
Just a general discussion or You know, any other topics we can bring up to annoy people?
Well,
Okay,
what,
is that
what,
done
what
already?
was it? What was it Chuck brought up? You want to know if anybody heard anything about the new DJI Mavic 3 or something?
The new Pro Plus Ultra Extra Super Medium.
It's expensive, I'm betting.
Yeah, what other names can we have? Just gotta keep adding, you know, XL 500 after it or something like that. Hey, Joe. Didn't have the chat up, that's why. So pardon me for. Yep, so pardon me for missing people in the chat.
Yeah.
I've got it now. There we go. It's all happening then. Yep, I think I've got everybody. Yep. Oh shit. Wait back in a sec.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, Ron wants to know how come you don't send one of them hot little nurses to his house?
Ron acts like he doesn't have access to his own.
Oh, I got the feeling Ron does okay. He might be continually looking, but
He probably runs across more nurses on a daily basis than
Yeah. I would
No.
agree.
Need a drink. That's better.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, that's better.
JD. He said you got to go through the chain of command to get to Ennis now.
Okay.
Sounds a great idea. Oh, yeah, valid point there, Joe. Yep, tonic water solves every problem.
Was that what you're drinking?
Yeah, yeah. I get a bottle of it every 2 days.
I tried tonic water not too long ago.
So that means I've got 2 things over you:
Ugh.
Vegemite and tonic water.
That's what he washes the Vegemite down with.
Yep. Okay. Oh, here we go.
That's them tearing that bridge down.
Still going.
Yep. Still going at it, Ronnie?
Yeah, this is a big hunk we're working on now. From there up, I think they're gonna they lift it right off.
Hmm.
You think they just would have brought a big ass barge through there and just dropped the whole damn thing on a barge and then took it off to a scrapyard?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that it's a navigable and there's a lot of boat traffic on there, like private or small commercial stuff.
Hmm. Hey, Chris Hope.
What's up, Chris?
Chris Hope in there this morning? All right. Good morning, Chris.
Morning.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, JD. Mixed with alcohol, it's all right, but by itself,
Yours all yours.
No, not too long ago, I took a swig of it on its own, and ugh.
Mm,
Oh, Joe said
Yeah.
it looked like to me they're attached to whatever they're cutting off. May not turn
Mm.
out well.
yeah, it did look like that. That's not gone well. But anyway.
But in any case, though, I would have thought, that they should have at least removed the railroad ties from the damn thing before they started cutting it.
Yeah, wouldn't you think?
I mean, I would have put the bridge down for a day or two, got all the railroad ties off of it, and then put it back up and then started cutting it.
Yeah. 39 people watching there, and nobody's has put a chat in. Hmm.
That's the camera on top of the city building. Must be getting buffeted around.
Hmm. Looks that way, yeah.
But they've got it cut pretty good because you can see the cutting torch and they're around on the other side.
Hmm.
You can see it through the crack here.
Seems that way, yeah.
And they've got a crane that's got a hook on top, both sides of it. I think they're just gonna lift it off.
Oh, yeah. JDS, that whole truck situation with Chris, that was a nightmare for him.
Hmm.
They went through like 2 or 3 fucking motors. And, oh, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. I think there is, JD. Yeah, I think there is.
Yeah, it's the Mavic 3 Ultra or whatever.
Or Pro,
It's just another version of the Mavic 3.
Ultra, XL 5000, Super Dimension. Oh shit! Yeah, just put a few more words and. Oh, okay. Good to hear then.
Inspiration arrives April 13th.
Oh wow.
April the 13th, huh?
Mm.
You think they would shelve those GPS drones for a little while, let them sit and,
Yeah, let them stew. Let them
Yeah,
stew a little bit.
do a bunch of different FPV drones. Because
Yeah.
with FPV drones, I mean, they barely scratch the surface with those.
They've
Yeah,
only
but-
done two, yeah.
They can do all kinds of designs and different shit with those things. Come out with all
Yeah, they
different
need a
sizes.
they need a foldable one though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They could come out with like 100 different designs of FPV drones.
Hmm.
Because they could come up with like little, like Cine Whoop style ones, 5-inch ones, 3-inch ones. They could do all kinds of different ones. I would let the GPS drone sit for a little while, for a year or so, and do some other stuff.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm sorry, that whole fucking Mini 2 SE, that was a joke.
Yeah. It was just the parts bin one.
And you notice not a lot of people talked about that one. It seemed to kind of just come out and kind of just bypass everybody. Like a few
Mhm.
people talked about it here and there, but it didn't seem to have a big splash. And I think that's why, it's because a lot of people thought it was a big joke.
Mm.
Because it's like if you have a Mini 1 SE or you have a Mini 2, a regular Mini 2, it's really not an upgrade either way. Because the Mini 1 SE already has a 2.7 camera. It flies pretty much the same way. It's the same frame, everything. And same with the Mini 2, except for that's a 4K. So why would you want to buy a Mini 2 SE with a 2.7K
Yeah.
if you already have
It's
the
only for the
4K?
people that bought the Mini 1 then.
The Mini 1s, you'd be hard pressed to find too many people with those. So those been out for a couple of years now.
Mm.
Even the Mini 1 SC, I don't think too many people went out and bought that one. That wasn't a big crazy seller, I don't think.
Hmm.
I know a couple of people that got one, but like I said, either way, if you own one or the other two, it's really not an upgrade or a downgrade. You're not really upgrading one way, and you're downgrading if you go the other way. So I don't really see the point in buying it. Especially if it's more expensive than the Mini 1 SE. Like, why would you want to go with the Mini 2
Mm.
SE? Yeah, I think a Mini 1 SE would be a better deal if it was cheaper. The same damn camera, pretty much. You're not going to see very many people buying that Inspire 3, at least not in the community we're in. That's going to be an expensive ass drone.
AZ, yeah, TJ every once in a while pops in and says hello, but we don't know,
Oh,
you know, what his situation is, or if he did go into rehab or.
Well, from what I've heard, he did go into the facility, and I'm almost positive that's what he did because nobody's heard from him. He would have been on somebody's live show at some point by now.
Mm.
He hasn't been on anybody's shows at all, and nobody's heard from him. Because honestly, I think normally when you go into those type of facilities anyway, I don't think you're allowed to have electronic devices and all that shit. I don't think he'd be allowed to just have his cell phone with him all the time. Probably just to make personal calls home at certain times of the day, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
God, JD. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. If Tim Jackson was here, he could probably tell us, you know.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see too many people buying that Inspire 3, at least not in our area of the drone community, because that is going to be a big purchase for anybody.
is it out now or what?
No, Dustin was saying he got an email and he thinks that's what it was for.
Oh.
From DJI, but that's what I said though. That's going to be like an MT30. How many people do we know have bought that besides Dre? I don't know anybody else that bought that. Like that's the type of drone the Inspire 3 is going to be. That's going to be something you're not going to see probably anybody in our group of people at any of the shows buy that drone. They'll talk the hell out of it and talk about it because it's something to talk about and it gives them content. But
There you go,
I
guys. It's made. You black.
And here we go.
Oh,
They got the one side cut. Now they just got to go over and cut the other side.
Mm.
so where's this one got to go up? 6 Redan Street. 6260. I thought we already had one there at one time.
I mean, and even as successful as Dre is, you know, he even had to get a business loan to get that drone. Like that's not something, you know, that everybody could just afford to go out and buy straight out. Because I guarantee they're going to come out with a new camera with that Inspire 3 that's going to be fucking expensive. That's going to be another 10 grand right there just for the camera. I'd almost bet you that drone is going to be $25,000 with all the accessories and everything.
Yeah.
That's why I said I doubt you'll see anybody actually purchase that when it comes out. Anybody we know. You'll see a lot of the bigger guys doing it on their channels like Russ and all them, but yeah, you're not going to see a lot of the smaller channels getting that drone. Because even a lot of them couldn't even afford to buy the M30 if they wanted.
Not people around here on this channel, anyways, right?
Well, on any of the channels, that's why I said even Dre, he had to go out and get a business. I don't know if it was a business loan or a personal loan, but he said he had to go get a loan for that drone. So he has to pay a monthly,
Yeah.
payment on that thing like a car. So So like I said, if you look at like the X9 camera, those lenses are $2 grand a piece. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them for that camera. That's just for the lenses. That's not including the camera itself and the drone. You're talking about another 8, 9 grand right there. And if they're coming out with a new Inspire 3, I guarantee they're coming out with a new camera for it.
Mm.
It's going to be like an X12 or X10, something like that. They'll name it something like that.
Mm.
And see, that's going to be more of a commercial drone anyway, because the M30, that's if you want to do mapping, construction type, photography. But if you want to do like movie style stuff, that's where you would buy an Inspire 3. You want really some cinematic movie type shots.
Mm.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got to run. I got signs I got to go do, so I got a few to put out. So.
Well, enjoy your day.
Yeah, some of us got to work for a living. Good. Now, tomorrow, for the next 4 days, starting tomorrow, I don't have to drive bus, so.
No bus driving, huh?
Yeah, today's my last day this week, and we got a 4-day weekend, so.
Mm.
But I mean, still gonna have signs. That's a no-brainer, that one. But yeah. But anyway, guys, we'll catch you guys maybe later on tonight.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to you. Bye.
Mm.
Doing anything fun today, Dominic?
Not that exciting. No. The weather was pretty poor. It might have been, 75 or so degrees, but it was humid, it was raining, it was windy, and very cloudy. So it was a very poor day.
Just a yucky day, huh?
Yeah.
It's been nice outside here, but just hot last week or so.
Mm,
Like
that's right.
it's been sunny, but and pretty clear skies, but it's just been fucking hot. In the mid to high 80s.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna buy the Inspire 3 AZ. I'm
Oh,
so happy with my Air 2S that I don't really see a need for the Inspire.
mm,
I don't do search and rescue like I used to. The only thing I miss having is a thermal imaging camera, but I only use that for search and rescue. So why do I need
Mm.
it?
mm,
Like I said, that would be a big freaking purchase.
Oh, yeah. Well, my first Inspire 1 that I bought was $3,600 with one battery.
mm,
I'm saying this Inspire 3 with the price, you see the DJI pricing's gone way up over the last year or so.
Yeah.
Between that and whatever, if they come out with a new camera for that thing, I'm telling you, it's going to be a minimum 25 grand to have everything. That's going to be for like that's if you're going to have all the trimmings with it and everything. You're probably looking at 25, 30,000.
mm.
But like I said, that drone's designed for what Matt's doing in the movies.
Right.
Like Matt thinks that Mavic 3 is badass.
Yeah.
Doing movie shots, but if he had an Inspire, even an Inspire 2 with an X9, it would blow that Mavic 3 out the water.
Yeah.
As far as
See, and that's the point is if you're using it commercially and you want commercial grade video, not acceptable video like what I, upload to YouTube. But if you want movie grade video, you got to have some kick-ass camera on there.
Mm.
I mean, not to say the Mavic 3 doesn't do awesome video and shots, but it ain't gonna outperform an X9 by any means. I
Mhm.
mean, that's like a red camera. This is a professional movie camera.
Yeah.
But that's something that Matt could look at because, I mean, honestly, if he gets to the point where he's doing this almost full time, because it seems like it's going to that point where he might not have to do truck driving anymore and just go full time, that might be a good investment for him in the future if an Inspire 3 comes out.
Yeah.
Because like I said, that takes you to a whole different level.
Yeah. Well, it's like anything else. You can buy electric vehicles that are inexpensive relatively, but they don't, you got to hassle with electric, but or you can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on it, the premium ones,
Mm.
There's always bigger, better of everything.
Or even that one Sony drone, I don't remember the name of it, but that one's badass. The one that does all the movies, the Sony drones they use for the movies.
Yeah.
Because it seems like that's where Matt's going. Like it seems like here pretty soon he's gonna end up be doing the movie shit full time.
Mm.
Because he doesn't seem to have a lot of spare time anymore like he used to. Because he does the truck driving and then on his days off he's rushing around doing a bunch of movie shots. But the more he does it, the more his name gets put in there. Matt's gonna have to invest in different types of drones because he's gonna need different drones for different situations. And he might have to really get into FPV heavily too, because if he wants to be the one all-in-one drone pilot for the movies, he's gonna need to learn how to do cinematic shit with the FPV drones.
Yeah, the the expectations are much higher when you're doing it professionally.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Either Matt becomes an all-in-one on that and starts learning FPV, or he's going to have to find an FPV pilot to work with him.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm,
Well, guys,
okay.
what do you think?
Well, it seems that way.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'll see all you guys later today.
Yep.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Tell Justin bye.